Hey guys, how's it going? First of all, sorry that my desk is a mess. I'm reorganizing. I bought a new storage container organizer thing, but I wanted to film this video, so I have a mess. Ignore it. Anyway, this is going to be my Camp Nanowrimo outcome and discussion and basically what comes next for my project. I did have my final Camp Nanowrimo vlog, so if you watched that, if not, I'll leave it linked and below. If you haven't watched it, I won Camp Nanowrimo. I reached my 30,000 word goal. I'm so happy. I had an amazing month with amazing cabinmates and everything was just great. So it was an amazing writing month, but I didn't finish my draft, which I knew I wasn't going to. Like, my goal was 30,000 words and I know my draft is more than 30,000. So, Ripley, why are you rubbing your face on that? Ripley's rubbing the tripod. 1 second. So overall in the month, like I said, my goal was 30,000. By the end of the month, I wrote like 31,500, something like that. A little over 31,000. So reached my goal, passed my goal, felt amazing. I reached the part where basically about 3/4 of the way through, there was kind of something was really missing, and it's because if you didn't follow along with my vlogs, I needed to add an entire subplot because it was just, I wasn't doing it justice in the previous draft. So I reincorporated all that, so now I need to do like the really heavy like subplot scenes because this is kind of where everything's coming together and where that kind of takes a big turn. So I knew I needed to do that, and I'm like just starting that section. So it's going to be a lot of new words, and I'm a little bit intimidated by it, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't know, I think I've built it up quite a bit in my head, and I'm a little bit worried about not doing it justice. But I think that I've gotten really good this month at staying in the mindset of this is a draft and this will not be perfect, which I mean is true for your first like 47 million drafts. Basically nothing will ever be perfect, but you know what I mean. Like, this is only my 3rd draft, and you know, I'm adding this new scene. I haven't gone over this stuff yet. You know, I don't need to put that much pressure on myself, and I think I've really done a good job at letting go, understanding the drafting process, and just getting in the right headspace for it, which I think is a huge accomplishment for me. It has been helping me so much. So that is one very, very good thing that's come out of this for sure. As far as the length goes, one thing that I've been doing that I've just been having really fun with, basically I formatted my pages on Microsoft Word. That's what I type with. I formatted them so that they're the size and the margins of what they would be when I actually print them. So basically for me, it helps me kind of visualize it a little bit better if I think of it in pages, not necessarily in word count. And I think that's just because throughout my life I've been more of a reader than a writer. So I know, like, okay, well, when I'm like this much into a book, it's supposed to feel like this, or I'm supposed to know this much, or, you know, when I have this much of a book left, I expect this to be done, or I expect this not to be, you know, finished yet. So it just helps me figure it out. And I've also realized it's just like very exciting for me. So what I've been doing, I promise this isn't just another excuse for me to show off my reading journal, but I've been using my reading journal available on Amazon. I'm using this because this is the size that I got this printed with KDP, and that's what I'll probably, when I do print out my own version of the story, I'll be using KDP. So this is the exact size and margins that I'll be using, and like paper thickness and everything. So right now my project is 117 pages, so I just like pick 117 pages and I'm like, oh, that's how thick my story is. Like right now that book is this thick. Like, that's really cool. That's like, you know, and then I try to like put this back and picture it, like if I had a book this thick, like, you know, how would I feel? And then it just, yeah. So that's basically what I've been doing, just to kind of like get myself really pumped and excited, because I mentioned this before, but seeing my work in progress as a physical book is just really motivating for me, and being able to imagine it in that way is just really exciting. And when I'm kind of feeling a little bit meh about it, and when I'm kind of at that like, you know, I'm not super into this project, or I'm, you know, being hard on myself, picturing it as a finished book, just, it's that push that I need basically to get back on the right track. So yeah, that's basically how July went. Moving forward, my main goal is I would really like to finish this by the end of September. I think that's definitely very doable, so I'm not going to put that much pressure on myself to write. I still want to write enough that I'm making progress and that I'm, not losing the habit, but I'm not going to pressure myself to finish the draft by the end of the month. Also in August, my brother is coming home for about a week and a half, something like that. I don't know. My brother is my favorite person on this planet. We are insanely close. My first tattoo, it says Timshi. That's my childhood nickname for him. And he has a matching one with my nickname on it. And he moved to Alberta. If you don't know, I live in New Brunswick in Canada. And he moved to Calgary, Alberta, which is the opposite side of the country. And it's a pretty big country. So I haven't seen him since Christmas, which has been really hard. Like we hung out all the time. Every single Friday I go and I run errands with my parents, and then I'd hang out with my brother all night, and it was just, yeah. So I've been really, really missing him, and I am just really excited for him to come home. And I don't know why, I just got really emotional. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just really excited for him to come home. We have so many plans. We're gonna hang out, and I'm basically just gonna spend the whole week hanging out with my brother, and yeah. So I don't want to put that much pressure on myself because I want to just really, really enjoy my time that I have with my brother. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. I'm really sorry. I've been an emotional wreck the last couple days. I completely lost my train of thought. I'm supposed to be talking about my writing. Okay, so Nano went great. I'm still making progress. I'm making a lot of progress. I'm feeling really great about my project. Yeah, so I want it to be done by the end of September because then I have all of October to kind of get that story out of my head and, Preptober and everything for full Nano in November, and then in November I can write, and then in December I can work on revisions for that novel while my Nano project sits. So that's my goal right now. I think it's really doable. I'm thinking, I didn't even mention the most exciting thing about my project all month is I came up with a freaking title. It is called Monsters and Imaginary Friends. I'm so happy about it. I really think it suits the book. I'm so happy with all the people that helped me come up with the title, and I really appreciated all the feedback I got, and yeah, that was really exciting. But tied into that, I'm gonna make a mock-up cover because for my next draft, I want to have it as a physical bound copy to go through. Like I mentioned a minute ago, I can visualize things a little bit better when I see them in book form as far as pacing and kind of what should happen when rather than in word count. And I think that seeing it in a physical book is going to really help with that, and it's just going to be so freaking exciting. And I decided that I'm going to let my real life writing bud Tony, I'm going to let him beta read it, which is terrifying because I don't usually let people read my work, especially between the two of us. I always consider him more of the writer. He was always more passionate about it than me. I always treat it as more of a hobby, whereas he treats it as his end goal, which I think is still pretty true. He, really wants to become a published author, and I just want to write stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with that, I don't think. I don't think that, I like writing because I like writing, not because I want to pursue this as a career. I want this to be just a very serious hobby. But yeah, so I'm really nervous. I beta read for him all the time. For his earlier books, I was helping him with edits and stuff. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I know how great his writing is, and I really love his writing. So his feedback is really important to me, but I don't know. I think I'm finally feeling brave enough that I'm gonna let him read it and hear what he thinks. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I might let some of my booktube and authortube buddies read it and see what they think. I don't know. I'm way too early for that. So I'm not making any promises. I'm not going to think about that yet because that's very scary to me. So I'm not thinking about it yet, but by the time I finish this project, I'm going to try to feel comfortable with it. So we'll see. Yeah, I really think that I'm just really happy with how that month went. I'm really happy with where my project's at. Like I mentioned before, like I wrote 31,000 words that I really like. Like I'm really satisfied with all my scenes. Like obviously there's still more work to do. Like there's obviously still things I can improve, but I really like where it's at right now and I really can see the progress. Side note, eventually what I'm gonna do is like a first draft versus whatever draft I'm on at the time video to like compare the two, because I just think that is going to be so much fun. I love seeing when people like do things like that, like a before and after. So that's a video coming up, probably not, you know, for at least a couple months, but eventually that's a video, so I'm so excited. That, I guess, is the end of my update. That's how the month went, that's what's coming up next. Oh, as far as like videos go about this, basically I'm not going to be doing like daily writing vlogs anymore, and I'm going to be doing weekly vlogs for the readathon, for the Newt's readathon. So I don't want to do like weekly writing vlogs, and honestly, like I don't like doing weekly writing vlogs outside of like the Nano events, just because I don't know, it might just be because I'm still learning how to like do vlogs. Like I definitely think that camp really helped me do vlogs better. Like I think that I've definitely gotten better at them. This one's rambly, but well, I guess they're all rambly, but you know what I mean. I think I've definitely gotten a lot better at writing vlogs, but I don't know, I'm not quite good enough at them yet that I have enough to say outside of a like Nano event. So probably like, I don't know, thinking maybe like once a month or so, or just whenever like I hit a big like writing milestone, whenever I have something like kind of worthwhile to update, I'll be doing those. So even though camp is over and my daily vlogs, well, most daily vlogs are over, I'm still going to be keeping you guys up to date. I'm still going to be keeping you guys in the loop, which means don't forget to subscribe so you can stay caught up with all that. Also, as far as, like I said, with the readathon going, I'm going to try to keep my content very like 50-50 between BookTube and AuthorTube, because I don't know, I try not to lean too much like one way or the other, because I know some people, you know, might only be interested in one or the other. So I'm going to try to keep it 50-50, but for the rest of this month, it might be a little more BookTube-y than AuthorTube-y. But yeah, just if you start seeing more reading-related videos rather than writing-related videos, it's mostly because of the readathon, and come September, I'll be back to closer to 50-50. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and for just being amazing and awesome at like cheering me on and keeping me going. And it's just been so much fun. I love this community, and honestly, like, that's why writing has been so much fun for me these last couple months. Like, so much more fun than usual, because with this community and this, you know, interaction with other writers and readers, and just not feeling as alone while I'm writing, that has been so huge, and I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button to let me know. I already told you to subscribe, I just messed up my whole outro now. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye.